The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Terrapins will get us started with the opening kickoff. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Washington's offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sherman. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. Go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Completes it in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. Turning it on. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. 22 in the water. Ready to go. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Maryland... Offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on.
There he goes! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off play action. And the defense got him at the 27.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Explosive plays by running the football. You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football, just start rumbling and stumbling once he'd had possession.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting anything that was available. And they'll mark him down at the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the ground with the back. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Harris. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes it on the run. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw... Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Touchdown, Husky! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up play.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two of the most historic programs in college football, Notre Dame and USC. Let's recap who's taking home the jeweled shillelagh. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on. And the men of Troy will do just that. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the others when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to...
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Throw it. It's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.